It's terrible to live in Romania if you love animals. It's terrible. Everyone thinks you're a crazy person.
People didn't understand really what this Italian girl was doing in this, strange place in the province.
At the beginning they were looking we were like something safe for them, but okay, now they are okay.
I've been helping Romanian organizations for 1 year from Italy. I remember between 2001 and 2002 I flew 7 times to Romania because I wanted to understand the situation and the reality. And during this period I was contacted by an Italian family living in this town, Cernavoda. They were working at the nuclear plant, and they have heard about my involvement in the stray dogs problem. So they asked me to meet the mayor of this town where dogs were poisoned and to try to make an agreement here. So I finally succeeded in making the agreement, but the small animal organization in the town was not doing what they were supposed to do. So I was sending money, I was sending stuff, but things were not done. And after a few months, this was in August 2002, the mayor told me, Sara, I'm very sorry, but if I don't see the sterilization program starting and working, I will kill the dogs again. So that was when in September 2002, I resigned and I left with my van and moved in this town. I spent 3 years in Romania starting up the project. It was 3 years just working on the ground, starting from nothing, doing everything, helping the vets, cleaning the paddocks, catching the dogs. At the time I had 2 employees, a vet and a worker. I had to put the basis of the work, to give the rules and to choose the right people. It took 3 years to find this balance. In 2005 I thought the time had come to go back to Italy, and I decided to fly here once a month, to spend here a week to check on everything and to make sure that things are working. So now we have reached a very good level, I think, but it took a long time to reach this point. At the moment, Save the Dogs is running 2 dog shelters, 1 donkey shelter and a mobile clinic. The second neutering center with a small shelter attached is in a nearby town which is called Megidia, and where also the mobile clinic, which was donated by a Dutch foundation, is based. The clinic moves once or twice per week in nearby villages in order to provide free of charge sterilizations to poor people in the countryside and free assistance, vet assistance. We have a total of 38 employees. This includes animal keepers, dog catchers, vets, vet technicians. We spend an average of 35,000 euros per month to run the project in Romania. The donkey shelter is sponsored by an English foundation, so we have there 40 donkeys which are totally sponsored by the English foundation, Donkey Sanctuary. Life in the street for the dogs is hell. Normally they can't find enough food, they get sick, they get mange, every sort of disease. One of the main dangers is represented by cars. So we have a huge number of dogs wounded by cars. In the cities we are working, things are a little bit different, because we have sterilized more than 10,000 dogs in 2 cities, and this has reduced the number of stray animals. We have very often emergencies. Sometimes they call us from 50, 60, 70 kilometers away because they know us. So many times we went to Constanza to rescue some horses or to put them down, because car crashes with equines are quite often.
1 week ago it was a situation like this, for example. It was an accident. The horse unfortunately died. And generally this kind of phones, they are coming from the local police and sometimes from people, but I'm sure that there are a lot of horses and donkeys in need in Medgidia, and nobody phones for them. They are living a very, very, very bad life, a very bad life. And unfortunately I can't do many things for them. When they are calling me, yeah, I'm going, but sometimes it's not necessary to call me. Sometimes I'm walking with my car and I'm passing near them and I'm seeing that they are skin and bones.
Every morning our dog catchers take the van from the clinic, go in a certain area or neighborhood where they know there are dogs that have not been neutered. So the dog is carried with the van to the clinic, is immediately neutered. Our vets have become very skilled in doing small wounds in order to help the dog to recover very, very quickly. Dogs that have been caught and neutered are vaccinated against rabies. They are wormed and they are fleed. Unfortunately, when you have a shelter in Romania, abandonings are something daily, and there are 2 options. You put down the dogs that cannot be accommodated in the shelter, or you try to rehome them. And rehoming a Romanian dog means finding homes abroad, because adoption is not culturally accepted in Romania.
My evaluation on dogs in program is not a short evaluation, it's a long time process, and I gather information for people that clean inside of paddock, for people that treat the dog. Then I spend as much time I can with the dog. It's not a process that it's happening in 20 minutes or half an hour. So yeah, the evaluation, it's a long process. I mean, I'm not the only one who do this, it's an entire team. Without them, I could not do this, for sure.